Versatile Mage. Chapter 194 The Strength to Survive. The mother beast was so close to Mo Fan that he could smell the stench emanating from her body. Her fierce claws came closer and closer. Mo Fan didn't have time to think. His palm condensed yet another cluster of rose flames. He stayed calm and waited for her to approach to just 3 meters away before ferociously tossing the flames directly between himself and the mother beast. Fire burst, rupture. A ball of rose-colored flames exploded between them. The heat wave engulfed the mother beast, and the force shoved Mo Fan away. Mo Fan changed direction in midair, falling into the very middle of the stage. The mother beast was indeed a freak. The burst from the rupture slowed her body slightly in the air, yet her sharp claws still reached out. Swoosh! Cold rays of light followed her claws like swords. The fierce claws were like multiple sharp blades hacking down from above. Even the rose flames that Mo Fan had tossed out seemed to be cut apart by her claws. Some of the shattered bits of light touched Mo Fan. On his arm, chest, and the left side of his face, multiple cuts appeared. The wound on his arm was relatively deep, perhaps even reaching the bones. It was so painful that Mo Fan had to take a deep breath. The cuts on his chest and face weren't too deep, or else he would have lost his life. Boom! Mo Fan slammed heavily onto the stage, the cuts already bleeding. This mother beast's strength was far greater than before. Her speed was astonishing. Her fierce claws moved so fast that they created a whirlwind. Without using the fire burst, Rupture's force to escape, he would most likely have been diced up directly. Chaos reigned in the middle of the venue. Green demonesses appeared, sending all the students running in all directions. Some people remained calm. They began to chant their spells to fight off the green demonesses. The venue was in total chaos, made worse by the uncertainty of whether the person next to them might shed their skin. Even experienced fighters were struggling. When Mo Fan descended from the stage, it seemed no one cared about him. All that happened was he caused a couple of the girls running toward him to scream. For these girls, the flying attacks could only be described as horrifying. "Get away from this area," Mo Fan shouted. Seeing the girls screaming their heads off, he began to feel angry. Studying magic for so many years had been for naught. If you were a magician, you were supposed to calmly fight magical beasts the moment you encountered them. Instead, they ran willy-nilly, like a herd of fat sheep. How had they even entered the Pearl Institute? Mo Fan, are you alright? Lingerling's worried voice sounded in his ear. Mo Fan climbed up from the small hole he had fallen into and used his hand to rub the wound on his face. As he rubbed it, his hands were covered in blood. "I'm still alive. This thing is already at warrior level," Mo Fan replied, his gaze fixed on the mother beast not far away, letting out an evil laugh. The mother beast appeared very proud of herself. She seemed to enjoy seeing the pitiful people devoured by her children, relishing the cruelty and bloody hunting. Hiss, hiss. At that moment, the girls who had been frantically running suddenly fell to the floor. Their nails began to grow, and they started tearing apart their own tender skin. They exposed scales and revealed pairs of vicious, disgusting eyes. After the mother beast's instructions, the gazes concentrated on Mo Fan, his face covered in blood. Their tongues extended into the air, swaying toward him. Very quickly, behind him and beneath the stage, a couple of green demonesses pursuing their prey also stopped. They suddenly turned toward Mo Fan and crawled in that direction. The mother beast, standing not too far from Mo Fan, did not approach him. She seemed to recognize the danger behind Mo Fan's fiery fist, exploding heavens. When she saw the fire star atlas emerging beneath his feet, she didn't recklessly move toward him. Instead, she ordered the surrounding green demonesses to encircle him. The intermediate fire magic, fiery fist, was incredible, but it couldn't kill all of them. Seeing more than 8 green demonesses surrounding him, Mo Fan did not dare continue chanting the Star Atlas. The fiery fist could not kill all the green demonesses. Furthermore, Using his trump card here would make the mother beast charge unrestrained and rip him to pieces. Tusk tusk. As long as I kill you, this place will become my nest. The mother beast let out a strange sound, her voice carrying ridicule. Lingerling's analysis was correct. After absorbing blood from many human bodies, the mother beast had acquired a certain level of intelligence and could now speak. Mo Fan, we are planning to charge in. We must give up on the infected people now, or the injured will only increase. Lingerling said in his earpiece. It has intelligence. If you come in, the hundreds of infected people will definitely die, Mo Fan replied. That's still better than having the entire gymnasium turned into their nest. You are not able to kill that mother beast. A roaring voice interrupted, clearly not Lingerling. Mo Fan didn't know who it was, but it was one of the people tasked with handling the case. So they wanted to sacrifice hundreds of infected girls. Hundreds of them. They were all 18 to 20-year-old girls. If their corpses were lined up, it would be a horrifying, enraging scene. At that moment, Mo Fan recalled the first time he saved one of the girls, crawling out of a monster's scaly body while completely naked. This did not give Mo Fan immoral thoughts. These people had been tormented beyond belief. Their pale skin had turned purple, their bodies covered in mucus, crawling out solely by instinct. Whatever beauty and dignity a girl had meant nothing in that moment. All they wanted was to survive. It was precisely because of that thought that he had charged in here. Whether it was an impulse or something else, it was fine. Mo Fan believed that any normal person, seeing this, would do the best to save as many as possible. Mo Fan took a deep breath and wiped the blood from his face. Give me a bit more time, Mo Fan said sincerely into the earpiece. You can't kill it. This is a warrior-level creature. How could you possibly kill that? We are already at the entrance, the bald hunter captain said angrily. From the beginning, he did not believe that a student from the Azure campus could kill a magical beast. At this point, the city hunter squad had prepared to sacrifice hundreds of infected people to protect thousands of other students. A massacre was better than having thousands turning into monsters. Scoundrel, didn't I tell you to give me some more time? Mo Fan cursed into the earpiece. Outside the gymnasium, the hunter on the large beast's head, the man with the leather jacket, Academician Li, Elemental Director Zhou Zhenghua, and the bald city hunter captain all heard the transmission and were stunned. Just as the bald captain was about to curse Mo Fan back angrily, the hunter king atop the Azure beast opened his mouth. Give him more time. But they also have the right to survive. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.